I declare that a public hearing is now open on the subject of the school board's proposed school attendance areas for the September 2016 opening of the 12th high school. Any citizen who has signed up to speak on this subject may do so at this time. We will follow the rules of our normal citizen comment time to the extent that you'll have 3 minutes to speak. The lights on the podium will indicate your progress. Green light means you may continue speaking. A yellow light means you should sum up your position. And red, as always, means stop. It's very important. Please give your name and address for the record when you approach the podium. Please use proper decorum and manners at the podium as you address the board. If you do not do so, you'll be asked to step aside. All right, we have 20 speakers who signed up in advance and 5 who signed up tonight at the door. So I will call you 10 at a time, and then we will begin. So I'll ask you to come down and take a seat in the front row as I call your name. Jessica Brosius, Danielle McEachran, I'm sure I got that wrong, Robert Smith, Todd Ketch, Amir Rabi, Melissa Neal, Tammy Anderson, Kristen Younts, Tracy Chandler, Margaret Owen. Our first speaker will be Jessica Brosius.
Good evening. My name is Jessica Brosius. My address is on file with the clerk. I live in Victory Lakes, and I am here to support the new high school boundary in Plan 2.1A. I want Victory Lakes to be switched to Brentsville High School because right now my community is one of the only ones from Marcellor that does not go to either Patriot or Brentsville. I will be in 7th grade when the new high school opens, and I want to stay with my middle school friends when I go to high school. I do not want to start all over again. Last year I had to move to Victory Elementary, and it was very hard to do. Please vote for Plan 2.1A so Victory Lakes can go to Brentsville.
Thank you. Next is Danielle McEachran. Danielle M-A-C-E-A-C-H-R-O-N. I may not even be in the ballpark. Second call, Danielle M-A-C-E-A-C-H-R-O-N. Last call, Daniel McEachran, M-A-C-E-A-C-H-R-O-N. Okay, Robert Smith.
Hi, welcome. Thanks for the opportunity to speak tonight, but I want to spend a little time talking about the boundary issue.
I'm sorry, could you give us your name and address for the record?
I'm Robert Smith, and I live at 4318 Marigold Court in Woodbridge, and it's a small community, about 21 homes, and it's a nice community. And I've been residing there for about 13 years, but I wanted to come tonight to kind of, to voice my opinion about the proposed boundaries that have been laid out, both in the original boundary and also the updated one. I spent a little time talking to my wife about this, and we've been conversing back and forth on it. And, we kind of came to the point about how how all this, when we grew up as kids. And, we didn't grow up in this area, but we grew up, in a similar community. And we want to, our conversation kind of geared toward, when you go to high school, there are several things you need to sort of be successful. And one is, you need some friends to help you study and places you can go back and forth with your friends. And, my wife and I, we kind of come from humble means, and we've worked hard, and I'm a retired colonel out the Army, and I'm also a senior at National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. And, I do solve complex mathematical problems for them, for the nation. And also I'm an adjunct professor at Northern Virginia Community College. My wife is the CFO of Miniland. And, so we've been working, and and we kind of understand this education thing, and we understand the importance of it. And what I think the boundary does for my community is rob my kids the opportunity to be close to friends that they can go and visit and study in the evenings without me having to drive them 20 miles to do it. Because the way our neighborhood is divided, it's situated between, from the west of us and the northwest of us are all people that's going to be in the 12th high school boundary. To the east of us are all Woodbridge High School, and we're on the sort of the northern side of Prince William County Parkway, where it intersects with Old Bridge Road. And so our kids will, anytime they have to study with friends, they would, because we're zoned right now for Osborne Park, and we would have to cross over and drive 10 to 15 miles down Prince William Parkway so they could converse with their friends in a study session. Those things are important. They can't build those relationships where they can get like-minded people to want to study hard and meet with, unless, they would have to wait for me to get home from work or my wife to get home from work and drive them all over town. I think there's a better way to do this, and I think it's simply join the neighborhoods. We got 21 homes. Most people you won't see in our community because there are only 2 kids in that entire neighborhood that it affects. My kids. There's no other kids in that community. Everyone else are older and they're retired. So I think we need to kind of relook the boundaries, join us into one of those schools, Woodbridge or the 12th high school, so my kids can be close to people that they're going to go to school with. But as it stands, we're simply on an island by ourselves.
Thank you. Next is Todd Ketch.
So good evening, Chairman Johns, Dr. Waltz, and members of the school board. My name is Todd Ketch, and I live in the Lake Terrapin neighborhood off Spriggs Road, which is less than a mile from Forest Park High School. My address is on file with the clerk. I have 4 kids in Prince William County schools, 2 at Forest Park, 1 at Saunders Middle, and 1 at Ashland Elementary. I'm coming before you again tonight to ask the board to please ensure that the boundary plan for the 12th high school allows students in Lake Terrapin to continue to attend Forest Park. Currently, all students in Lake Terrapin attend Saunders Middle and then move on together to Forest Park. Lake Terrapin has been a part of the Forest Park community since the day the school opened in 2000. And Forest Park is the high school in our local community. We can see the lights in the athletic fields from our neighborhood. And my son and I could listen to the announcer calling the softball game while we were playing catch in our yard just the other night. Close proximity to Forest Park allows families in Lake Terrapin to be active and important participants in the community that supports the students and the staff at Forest Park. And as you know, a school is only as strong as the neighborhoods and local community that support it. Being so close to the school, it is completely natural for our kids to assume that they will attend Forest Park, and you should allow that to continue. Our neighborhood in Forest Park will be stronger if you do, and the benefit will accrue directly to our students. Let these kids have the opportunity to decide to walk home on a nice day, and for families to get out to their local community high school to enjoy and support the many activities that Forest Park has to offer. I know the 12th high school will provide a wonderful environment for kids to obtain a first-rate education, but Forest Park offers the very same opportunity, and it's right in our community. I know from experience with my daughter who's graduating at the top of her class in just a couple of weeks, and her sister was a freshman. I want my youngest daughter to be able to experience the same instead of spending her freshman year at Forest Park and then being required to move to a new school that is 5 times the distance away. And my son should be able to expect to be able to play baseball for the Bruins too. If my children and the students at Lake Terrapin were to gain a significant benefit by attending the 12th high school that is over and above what they already have at Forest Park, I'd support the change. Knowing firsthand the benefits of Forest Park, I can say that this proposal does not meet that criterion. During the last board meeting, we heard that the new IT program at Potomac may provide some relief related to the number of kids transferring Potomac to take advantage of the IT program at Forest Park. This would certainly help the enrollment situation at Forest Park, and I hope it will be seen as an opportunity to grant the request that I and many others have made to allow Lake Terrapin students to remain in Forest Park attendance boundary. That said, whatever needs to be done, I urge you to please take this opportunity to amend the boundary proposal to allow our students to remain at Forest Park, less than a mile away, where our neighborhood has been a part of the school community for 14 years. It is the right thing to do for our students, Forest Park High School, and our neighborhood. I want to thank the staff, the board, once again taking on this very difficult task of setting school boundaries, You are appreciated. Thank you.